he specifically, or his raising of the alert level was read correctly, I think, by Western officials as referring to Russian nuclear forces. And apparently, as we're hearing today, that is not just limited to tactical battlefield nuclear weapons, but potentially strategic weapons. That is an extraordinary escalation of language. It's not that it's never happened before, but it, I think, is supposed to raise the ante for Western support of Ukraine. And there are, of course, quiet discussions as to whether Putin would be willing and able to employ nuclear weapons. And the speculation is particularly concerning regarding potential use against NATO forces. Now, we have to be very clear. NATO still is saying that it will not intervene on Ukrainian territory, but increasingly Western weapons are flowing into Ukraine through NATO member states. And it is possible that Putin will, or in fact already sees, such military support, which it has to be said on our side is not particularly controlled or accompanied by careful messaging, as NATO joining the fight. In other words, the discussion to some degree is now about whether Putin would be willing to use tactical nuclear weapons against NATO forces on NATO territory. That would be a new world. Honestly, at this point, it's anybody's guess what happens. I think that even if Vladimir Putin were brought to the insight that it would be a very grave mistake to contemplate the use of tactical nuclear weapons or any other nuclear weapons, the possibility, the ability of the Russian military to inflict massive damage on Ukraine and its people through conventional means is very, very substantial. And that needs to be the first point we address. At this point, it's about saving human lives from obliteration in Ukraine.